welcome to my channel. I'm Rhonda and I have a stitch pattern to show you because it was one that was included in my tutorial for my swimsuit cover-up, and I'm so sorry. I really messed up. This pattern is an 8-row repeat, and not only is it an 8-row repeat, but I combined it with another stitch in my cover-up. And admittedly, teaching how to crochet is not my strength, and I feel like a failure, to be honest with you. I'm feeling really badly about it, and I thought I really need to reach out and show you this pattern again, the Rosette pattern. And the Rosette pattern comes from this wonderful book, Indispensable Stitch Collection for Crocheters by Melissa Leapman. And the stitch pattern is called the Rosette pattern. And I want to show you without showing you the instructions, but it basically looks like that. And I was a mess. I was interchanging the terms shells and fans and then calling them clusters. And clusters is just a series of fans or shells. They can be interchangeable, but I shouldn't be doing that, and I didn't realize I was doing that. And I think it's because I was just getting all flustered with my clusters. I really want to show you, but I do have to say there is math involved in this one, and you need to sit and look at your particular stitch count, work from the middle out, and just do some counting and see how it fits in. If not, then by all means do the cover up in either the Rosette pattern or the simpler mesh pattern and just do it all one. If you can manage doing the two together, that's great. But because you are measuring it for yourself, for your measurements, and for your desired length as well, I can't really tell you what to do because everybody's going to be a little bit different. So that's where the math comes in, and that's part of the reason why it was especially difficult for me to explain it. So I'm just going to show you how to do this Rosette pattern. I'm going to try and fix my mistakes and hopefully make it clearer this time. But again, be patient because it is an 8-row repeat, and I'm going to go through this. So I'm going to bring my camera overhead, and I hope this helps. I hope I haven't confused you too much, but I really wanted to address it in a video, and I wanted to reach out to you and say, if you're frustrated with what I've done, if you're frustrated with me, please reach out to me. My email is below in the description box, and let me know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how bad I am. I don't know. I don't care. Just, I will help you if I can. I would love to hear from you to get your feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. And I know this one was bad, so I'm going to try to help now. So without any more talk, because I know I'm just being very awkward, let's do this. Let's try it again. I'm going to go overhead and show you this beautiful stitch pattern. So for this pattern, I've used Caron Cotton Cakes in the colorway Beach Glass. And this is a 4-weight blend of 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. You can use whatever yarn you like with your coordinating hook size. For this pattern, I used a size 5 or H hook. You'll also need your scissors to cut your ends, your needle to weave in your ends, stitch markers to mark off where you need to start your stitches. If you are doing the swimsuit cover-up, you will need a measuring tape because your measurements may be different. I did specify it's according to measurement as opposed to stitch count to fit your body, to fit your preferences. You may want a shorter cover, you may want a longer cover. So these are the things you'll need, and let's get started with this pattern. This pattern is an 8-row repeat, and it's a multiple of 24 plus 17. And that makes it sound complicated in my mind, but really, once you get started, it's not. It just has some minor variation from row to row. So I am going to chain 41 just to get that multiple. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 39, 40, and 41. And there is my starting chain. Okay, now what I'm going to be creating next is the foundation row, and this will be the wrong side of your pattern. So this pattern, although it's not always that obvious, does have a wrong side and a right side. So the foundation row is the wrong side, and you are going to start by single crocheting in the 7th chain from the hook. Now, when I'm doing my first row of stitches, I like to work in these bumps. Now, you may not choose to do that. You may work in the V's, and that's perfectly fine as long as you start in the 7th chain from the hook. So I'm going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in the 7th chain from the hook, I'm going to do a single crochet. Now I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I skip the next 3 stitches and single crochet in the next chain, like so. And then you chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and single crochet. And do that all the way across. Chain 5, skip 3, and single crochet. So chain 5, skip 3, and single crochet. And just do that all the way across until the end, and I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so you're going to notice if you've done your count correctly, you actually end up with 2 chains at the end. That is the way it's supposed to be. You're going to skip 1 chain, and then you're going to double crochet in the last chain. So to double crochet, you insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. There's 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And then you're going to turn your work and chain 1, like so. And so you end up with something looking like this. Now what you're going to do is single crochet into that first double crochet, which is right here. So you're just going to single crochet in that first stitch. Now you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet in the chain 5 space. And I find this feels a little bit sloppy, so I like to pinch around my hook so that things don't flop around, and just do your single crochet into that chain 5 space. Now you're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And single crochet in the next chain 5 space. You're going to do that a total of 4 times. So 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet in that chain 5 space. And 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and a single crochet in that chain 5 space. And so this is what you've created. You can start seeing that mesh pattern again, and you've done that 4 times, and now you're going to do 5 double crochets in the next single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is where you get your first fan, and that's how I will refer to them going forward, as fans, not to cause any confusion. Now you're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space. Again, you're doing that a total of 4 times. So there's 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and single crochet in that turning chain space, like so. Okay, so that is row 1 complete, and I just have 1 fan in mine with my 41 stitches. And what you're seeing here is a pattern of these chain 5 separated by the single crochets followed by a fan, and that's the way it's going to look all the way along. And then once you get to the end, you do that double crochet into that chain space. Okay, so now for row 2, you're going to turn your project and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now and throughout this project, this chain 5 actually counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. So now you're going to go into your chain 5 space and do a single crochet and do another chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to do that a total of 3 times. So again, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space, and chain 5, and single crochet in the next chain 5 space. Okay, so now you'll notice that you are right next to your fan. In this single crochet here, you are going to do 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just like that. Now you've reached your fan, and remember that was a series of 5 double crochets. You're going to skip the first 2 double crochets and do a single crochet in the 3rd double crochet, and then you're going to skip the next 2 double crochets, and into that next single crochet you're going to do 5 double crochets again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you'll notice now you've got 3 fans almost looking side by side. Single crochet into the next chain 5 space. Okay, you'll notice when you are in front of or just leaving those fans, you do not chain 5, but now you continue as you were before with chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space. Once I've reached the end, I'm going to chain 2 and double crochet in the last single crochet, like so. And there you have it. That is the completed row 2. So now on to row 3. I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to chain 1 this time. I'm going to single crochet into the first double crochet, which is right at the beginning. So make a single crochet here. And then I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And I'm going to do that a total of 3 times. So again, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, and single crochet into that chain 5 space. And again, we've reached our fan here, and what are we going to do next? We're going to chain 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're going to go into the center of your next fan. So you're going to skip the 2 double crochets and do a single crochet into that third double crochet of the fan. And now you're going to do another single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And you will notice that you just finished your first cluster of 4 fans. And now you're going to be continuing with your chain 5s and your single crochet in the chain 5 space below. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a single crochet in the next chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now single crochet in that turning chain at the very end. So in explaining, it's complicated. In doing it, once you get the pattern down, it really isn't all that complicated. But you'll just have to trust me on that, because explaining it is difficult as there are quite a few variations. So now we are going to row 4. We are going to turn our work and chain 5. And remember, that counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. Now we're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are going to skip the single crochet, skip the 2 double crochets of our fan, and we're going to do a single crochet into the top of the fan in the 3rd double crochet. Basically, we're just connecting to the fans. Okay, and now you're going to chain 5. And single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And just complete that all along. You're not doing any fan work in this row. You're just completing your chain 5s and your single crochets to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet into that fan. Just like this. So the same as you've been doing before. And now reaching the end, chain 2 and double crochet into the last single crochet right here to complete this row. There you go. And now we're going to turn our work to get ready for row 5. And we're going to chain 1 in row 5 and single crochet in the first double crochet. Like that. Now we're going to chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And now we're going to work on our next cluster of fans. We're going to do 5 double crochets in the next single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you have your next fan, and now we are going to do a single crochet into that next chain 5 space. Remember that there are no chain 5s before or after you create a fan, but now we're going to go across and we're going to do another chain 5 with a single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, and we're doing this a total of 5 times. So chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space. Okay, so mine ends here, and when you do your work, you're going to have a longer panel than this. So you just need to know that the basic pattern is you've got your fan and then you've got 5 chains in between, of course, with the single crochets, all the way until you get to the end stitch where you will do a single crochet under the turning chain 5. Okay, so mine ends here. Yours won't. Yours will continue, and you'll continue on with that pattern. Okay, moving along to row 6. Mine was shorter here, so typically I would have another chain 5 space, but because remember I had fewer stitches, I immediately have my single crochet to make my fan. I'm going to chain 3 and use that as a double crochet into this space, but I'm not going to make a whole fan. I'm just going to make part of a fan just so I don't have that empty space here. So it's always about adjusting to whatever situation you're given. So I'm just going to make another double crochet in this space here. And I can't do a full fan because it will stick out. So I have to decide how many double crochets. I'm thinking I'm going to try 3 and see how that works. But typically it would be 1 over, and then I'm going to make a single crochet in the middle of that next fan below. So I'm skipping 2 double crochets of the fan below and making a single crochet in the middle of that fan. Notice how I've filled in that space, where typically that fan would be. So 5 double crochets into the next single crochet space to make another fan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's take a look at how this looks. So as you can see, my cluster is definitely shortened here, but instead of having an empty chain space here, I've filled it in to make it look more like that cluster. But when you do yours, you're going to have a full fan here and another chain space. So unfortunately, I had to change mine because I went with the minimal number of stitches that the pattern gave me, and it didn't quite work out 100%. But then I would carry on and do the same as I was doing before, where I made a single crochet into that next chain 5 space, and then I chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do a single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And now it's looking back to the way it should be looking. I just had to switch that up a little bit and improvise. So again, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So again, we're doing that a total of 4 times. So once more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And then you'll see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 chain 5s. And now in this next single crochet, you're going to do a fan. So 5 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, we're going to skip the first 2 double crochets in the fan below and do a single crochet in that next double crochet, which is the center of the fan. And then we're going to go into the next single crochet. So we're skipping 2 double crochets, creating a fan in that next single crochet space. So 5 double crochets in there again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5, like that. Okay, so now that you've made this fan here, you're going to do a single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and being at this end, you're chaining 2, 1, 2, and doing a double crochet in that last single crochet, like so. And turn your work for row 7. And in row 7, you're going to chain 1. You're going to single crochet in the first double crochet stitch, which is that first stitch. And then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now you're going to skip the single crochet, skip the 2 double crochets, and you're going to single crochet in the top of the fan below, like that. And now we are going to make the last fan of this 4 fan cluster by doing 5 double crochets in that next single crochet space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then skip the first 2 double crochets of the fan below and make a single crochet in the next double crochet space. And so you've completed this cluster right here. And now you're going to chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, and you're going to do that a total of 4 times, so 3 more times. Chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space for 2, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, total of 3, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet into that next chain 5 space, and now you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do a single crochet in the middle of that fan below. So you're skipping the single crochet, skipping 2 double crochets, and doing a single crochet in the next double crochet like that. And now we have to make a fan in the center here, and remember mine was shortened, but I am going to make it look a little more normal now by putting a fan into the next single crochet. So 5 double crochets in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm just going to skip over these and make a single crochet into the last stitch like that. And so notice it looks like it's my cluster but cut off, and I just improvised because if I would have made a full fan here it would have stuck out. So I just decreased the number of double crochets in that fan to make it half a fan. Okay, so now I'm ready to go into the final row of my 8-row repeat. And again, mine is going to be a bit different. So turn my work. I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then typically if I wouldn't have my shortened row here, I would have had another chain 5 space, but I don't. So I'm going to do a single crochet into the middle of that fan below. Okay, and that kind of evens it out so it starts to look like the other ones below. And then I'm going to chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm going to single crochet into the next chain 5 space, and let's take a look at it, because again, like I'm saying, I'm improvising, and you can see how it's all falling into place. And now I'm going across and doing that a total of 5 times. So I chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, and just keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, and I'm going to continue to do that until I get to this fan here. So I will meet you when you get to this fan to show you what to do. Okay, so I've done a total of 5 chain 5s with the single crochet in the chain 5 spaces. Now I'm approaching this fan here, and so I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 one more time. And now I'm going to put a single crochet into the middle double crochet of the fan below, chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do another single crochet in the chain 5 space. And remember, on this side I'm chaining 2 and doing a double crochet in that final single crochet right there. And there you have it. So I think I did a pretty good job of shortening this cluster over here. But again, like I said, I was improvising because typically it would go out further, but I just followed the minimum number of stitches that the pattern gave me. And I'm pleased with how that turned out, but yours will be longer. So I hope that you understood that the way you do it will be different because you'll be having your chain 5 space first. So there you have it. That's your 8-row repeat, and I will definitely link in those key moments of each row of this repeat so you can quickly jump to it if you need to as you go along. So it does seem a little bit complicated, and maybe it's not beginner friendly just because it is an 8-row repeat, but you do get a beautiful effect, and actually the stitches are beginner friendly. It's just a matter of knowing where to put them. So I hope that helps in terms of doing that bathing suit cover up, or anytime you want to do this really nice rosette mesh stitch, because I think it looks great. So I hope that that was clear and that you're able to do that without much confusion. But again, if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me off an email at rsilvertondesigns@gmail.com or put a comment below, and I'd be glad to clarify even further. So have a great day and happy crocheting.